Hello, Peter po. Again, your Pinoy accountant. And in today's video, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano ba i-fill out yung annual income tax return ninyo. And for this video, we will be using yung 1701A. So, i-open lang ninyo itong EBIR forms ninyo na app. So, by the way, if hindi pa kayo nakapag-install nito, you can get it free from the BIR's website. So, I'll post the link doon sa description ko down below so that it would be easier for you to file yung mga returns ninyo online. So, ito, once nakapag-fill out na kayo nung profile ninyo, yung initial setup ng inyong EBIR forms, so, pre-filled na 'to, ilalagay lang ninyo yung tax identification TIN number ninyo. Ayan, in our case, ito, example lang 'to, 0000000000. Ayan, and automatic na yan, lalabas yung details, yung RDO code nyo, yung line of business, yung taxpayer name, and registered address, zip code, telephone number, and of course, your email address. So, dito na tayo sa list of BIR forms. Again, yung gagamitin natin for today is yung 1701A. So, depende kasi yan kung ano yung type ninyo. Yung, eto, click nyo. And then, click nyo itong fill up. Then, okay. So, ayan. So, nandito na tayo sa 1701A form, annual income tax return. And again, this is for individuals earning income purely from business or profession. And those who will avail OSD mode of deduction, and yung mga 8% flat income tax rate. So, hindi po to applicable doon sa mixed income earners or kung may compensation income kayo or employed kayo. So, hindi pwedeng ito yung gamitin ninyo. So, this is for purely business profession and those availing OSD and 8%. Pag ano kayo, availing yung itemized deduction, hindi din pwede itong 1701A for you. So, ito, fill out na natin yung mga kailangan nating fill outan. So, yung nakaganda dito sa EBIR form talaga is, ano na siya, friendly, user-friendly siya. So, kailangan niyo lang fill outan yung kailangan yung fill outan or yung kailangan ng details. So, dito, number one is for the year. So, huwag niyo kakalimutan, madaming nagkakamali dito na hindi pinapalitan 2025. It's still 2024 yung i-file natin. Yung ending niya is December, probably December 31, 2024 if you are using the tax calendar year. Ayan. So, next is amended return. No. So, dyan, short period return. No. Again, pre-filled yung background information ninyo. So, sa number 4, yan, naka-filled na. RDO code nyo, it's filled out already. So, number 6 is the taxpayer type ninyo. So, single proprietor ba kayo or professional? So if you're doing business, actually you can check your COR kung ano nakalagay dyan. If you are doing or selling mga online shops, probably you are a single proprietor. And if professional naman kayo, like mga accountants, lawyers, so professional yung pipiliin ninyo. So next is ito, alphanumeric tax code. So again, if you are either proprietor or professional, pipili kayo if you will be using graduated income tax rate or if applicable sa inyo is yung 8%. So, dito if single proprietor, ito yung pipiliin ninyo. Either graduated income tax rates or itong business income tax na 8%. So, malamang sa malamang if you are single proprietor and hindi naman ganun kalaki yung ating sales, most probably you would prefer itong 8%. So, ito, piliin natin, 8%. And then, next is the number 8. Ayan, naka-pre-filled na. 9. Ayan, may details na din yung address natin. And 9A, zip code. Of course, nandiyan na. And 10 is yung birthday, date of birth. So, lagay niyo dyan. Example, ayan, March 18, 1998. Ayan, nadoble yung ating slash. Ayan. And then, next, email address, na-fill out na din yan. Next is the citizenship. Of course, proud to be Pinoy. Ayan, Filipino. Claiming foreign tax credits. Proud. Most probably no. No yan. Wala tayong ganyan. Contact number is pre-filled na din. Civil status. Ayan. Single, married. So most probably you are single or married. So lagay natin dito. For example, single. And then if married kayo, you have this option kasi if you can joint file or separate filing dun sa inyong spouse. So in this video, hindi na natin pag-usapan yan. So probably in our next video or upcoming videos, we will talk kung paano kayo mag-joint filing ng inyong spouse. And then next is 19. So automatic na din siya kasi yung pinili natin dito sa taas is 8% yung gagamitin natin. So ito naka-select na siya. 8% in lieu of the graduated rates. So in lieu of the graduated income tax rate, 8% of the gross revenue yung ating income tax due. So ito, next is the part 2, the total tax payable. So wala kayong gagawin dito actually because yung details or yung amounts or figures dito is nandun sa page 2 kukunin. So nothing to worry. Automatic yan. Once na fill out ninyo yung page 2, automatic lalabas dito yung mga figures. So, leave it as it is. Itong part 2. Part 3, wala din kayong lalagay dyan. So, next na natin, sa page 2 na tayo. So, ayan, dito na tayo sa ating page 2 and this is the part 4 or the computation of the income tax na. So again, yung kanina sa page 1, pumili tayo if either graduated income tax rate yung pipiliin natin or yung 8%. So 8% yung pinili natin kaya itong 4A for graduated income tax rate, ayan, naka-block na siya, hindi nyo pwedeng fill outan. So dito tayo sa 8% income tax rate. So, ayan, number 47. So, how much is your total sales for the year 2024? From January to December 2024. So, ayan, lalagay niyo for example, naka 500,000 kayo. Ayan, 500,000 sales. And then, number 48 is the sales returns, allowances, and discounts. For example, nagbigay kayo ng discounts to your customers or may mga naisoli na mga products. So, dito niyo ilalagay yan. For example, 50,000. Ayan. So next, kita nyo 49, automatic na siya nag-compute. This is your net sales na or revenue, receipts, and fees. So, yun, dineduct lang niyo yung ito, sales less sales returns, allowances, and discounts. So, next natin is if you have mga other non-operating income, dito nyo ilalagay. So, most probably, wala tayong other non-operating income. So, dito 52, 51, 52. Ayan, total none. Ayan, then 0 kasi yung nilagay natin. So, 0 yung number 52. Yung total other non-operating income natin. So, next is yung total taxable income natin. So, yung total taxable income natin. Ayan, kung 8% kasi tayo, ayan, yan yung ating taxable income. That is yung sales less the sales return. So, 450. But the good news is, ito na yung good news. Sa 54, nakalagay dyan is the allowable reduction from gross sales. This is, again, purely for self-employed individuals and professionals in the amount of 250,000 pesos. So, ayan, huwag niyong kalimutan yan, di ba? Mortal sin yan pag hindi niyo nilagyan ng 250,000. Sayang naman. Ayan. So, yung taxable income natin is, yan, malaless yung 250,000. So, yung taxable income natin is just 200,000 ayan, pesos. And then, yung tax due natin, so 8% niyan is 16,000 pesos. Di ba? So, ito yung ating tax due for the year 2024, 16,000. So, proceed na tayo sa tax credits and payments. So, prior years excess credits. For example, negative yung tax due ninyo. For example, mas madami yung 2307 ninyo, yung mga creditable withholding tax. Ang dito nyo i-forward, carry forward kasi yon may option kayo. So, most probably carry forward yung excess nung previous year. So, that would be 2023. Kasi 2024 yung fina-file natin for today. So, prior year's excess credit. So, i-check nyo ulit yung previous na na-file nyo na year. If ever you have some mga excess credits, baka you still have. So, sayang naman if hindi nyo gagamitin for this year. Ayan. So, example, nakalagay doon may excess credit kayo na 1,000. So, ilagay nyo dyan. So, payment for the first 3 quarters. So, example, nagbayad kayo ng for quarter 1, 2, and 3. For example, may tax due kayong you paid for tax due there. For example, you paid 1,000 ulit. So, example lang to. So, you have to check yung mga previous nyo na file kung how much you paid for the 3 quarters. So, yan, 1,000. And then, of course, yung 2,307 ninyo for the first 3 quarters, dito nyo din ito ilalagay. So, for example, may mga nag-withhold ng mga payments sa inyo. For example, you are a professional, tapos yung binayad sa inyo, winidholdan ng hospital. For example, nag-withhold yung hospital ng 10% or 5%. So, kailangan nyo kunin yung 2,307 kasi dito nyo mamaminus yon. Dito nyo magagamit. It's like advance payment na ng taxes, kumbaga. So, ayun. For example, yung mga 2,307 ninyo for the first 3 quarters, sabihin na natin na you have their 500. For example lang to i-check nyo kasi kung yung actual na nakuha ninyo na 2,307. So for this fourth quarter naman, so i-check niyo kung fourth quarter, so that is October, November, and December. So i-check nyo kung how much yung 2,307 yung natanggap ninyo. For example, it's another 500 na 2,307. So ilagay nyo 500. And then, ayan, if you have other tax credits, ilalagay nyo dyan. So, most probably, wala kayong other tax credits. So, ito, total tax credits or payments natin is 3,000. Diba? So, yung tax due natin kanina is 16,000. So, ililess tong mga tax credits natin and payments of 3,000. So, yung net taxable na payment or due natin na hindi pa, that we need to pay is 13,000. Diba? So, automatic kasi kino-compute nung app na ito. So, it's easier for us actually. So, ito part 5. So, background information on spouse. So, if married kayo, ilalagay nyo dito yan. So, in our case, yung example natin is single. So, wala tayong ilalagay dito. Ayan. So, I think okay na tayo. Fill out na natin yung mga kailangan natin fill outan. So, balik tayo sa previous page. Diba? Yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, yung total tax payable. Ayan, mag-fill out na siya. Yung figures dito, galing doon sa ating page 2. So, automatic na yan yung ilalagay dyan. So, wala na kayong gagalawin dyan. Ayan. So, yung total amount payable natin is 13,000. So, if overpayment yan, negative yan. So, yung sinabi natin kanina, ito yung mga so most probably yung 2023 ninyo, i-check ninyo if you have overpayment. So, malamang is nakalagay dyan is to be carried over as tax credit for next year. So, ayan, I think we're done. We have filled out our 1701A. So, next natin gagawin is isi-save natin. BIR form saved. Okay. And then, i-click nyo yung validate. So, i-check niya if may mga na-missed out ba tayo ng mga details. So, yung nakaganda din dito is i-check niya before natin i-submit if complete ba yung details na fill out natin. So, ito, validation successful. Click on edit if you wish to modify your entry. So, in our case, wala siya nakita na missing na mga details. So, validation successful. Pag ganun, pwede nyo nang i-submit or final copy. So, okay natin. And then, ito, i-click nyo lang itong submit final copy. Ayan, are you sure you want to submit? I-click nyo lang yung okay. But in our case, hindi na natin i-click because ano lang to, example lang tong ginawa natin. So, i-click nyo yung okay. And once successful na submit, you will receive a notification naman or email acknowledgement receipt from BIR na na-receive na nila yung final ninyo. And you can proceed now with payment. So, sa payment naman, you can use madami ng modes of payment. You can use GCash, PayMaya, and MyEG. So, yun yung mga options na ginagamit ko. So, probably in our next video, papakita ko sa inyo how to use yung mga GCash, PayMaya, and MyEG. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. Hopefully, may nakuha kayo naman kung paano fill outan yung 1701A ninyo or yung annual income tax return. So, if you have some questions, just comment down below and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. And of course, don't forget to comment, like, and of course, subscribe to our channel.